All right, guys, we got the Anycubic Kobra X. So we got a unboxing already done. Kind of took everything apart. Oops, I got a couple pieces I got to snap off here of the head itself. We are hoping to get this bad boy all the way installed and put together. So let's go ahead and roll through the manual itself. Taking a look at things. I like to do these because it's super important. You got products at a glance. I like this. You can see an overall view of what it looks like. Just kind of getting a generalized idea. But let's go ahead and see what we have here. Product installation. So install the printing plate. Carefully remove the printing plate printer base. Okay, so we got to slide it that way. Maybe. So place the build plate on the hotbed. Silk screen facing up. Got it. Perfectly aligned with the edges for hotbed for securement. Got it. Okay, so here we go. Let's go ahead and lay this guy down. There's a spot, so we're going to do that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We've moved it all the way back. I like that. It does even have the lines on it, so you have the lines in the direction you're going to put it there, which is super important. So, phase el numero dos. Okay, unlock the printer frame Z-axis. So we got to get to the axis here. Let's take a look at it and see what we are working with on the Z-axis. So here is our frame itself. And it looks like we have some internal screws right here. And then on this side, I got to finish taking this other piece off. So let me clip this here so we can get into it. Take everything off all the way. Again, you have the two screws. So, whoops, don't need that there. Two screws are actually marked, marked by arrows. So if you actually take a look here, there are arrows that are marking right on the inside of this. So there are two screws, and then it states what we have. So unlocking the Z-axis, there are plates right here. So two screws this way and then one up. So we're actually going to make that happen. Now with this, let's go ahead and set it down. I'll move everything over. I'll also get my camera switch for you guys so you can see a little bit. Move that out of the way. To have all of the tools that it comes with right here. In your tool pack. And then let's see what we're working with. So I don't know which one, but I'm gonna go ahead. I like that kind of like little magnetic block. That's kind of neat with them. So I'm gonna set this down gently. And let's see, probably middle guy right here maybe. Let's go ahead and see if this will do it. You're just gonna unscrew. Oh, no. So it is going to be your second to smallest one. That's what you're going to be working with. And you are taking off. So use the H2O hex wrench to loosen the 6 screws securing the Z-axis. Figures 3 screws on each side. Follow the same process for both left and right. So boom, screw. We're going to set that off to the side. Even tells you which one it is. Tension before unlocking, prevent permanent damage hardware, unlock the Z-axis before turning on the power. So you got to do this before you turn on the power. So it's super important. So before even setting this guy up, we want to make sure this is done per the guide. All right. So pretty easy. Little screws. They're just kind of nicely in here. And then once you get to the point, again, this is something I didn't notice when I was doing like my flash forge. You're pulling out this little bracket right here. And then you have it on both sides. This one has the head. We can just slide the head over. Okay. And then follow the directions over here. Remembering righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Boom. There you have it. So I have not done Anycubic yet. So I've had stuff with some bamboo and Flash Forge, obviously. That's what I use on a daily for just like basic prints and stuff. I just wanted to test this out because I'm curious about their process, and I heard really good things about the limited poop with regards to this from the waste, the filament waste. So I wanted to test that out. I feel like when you're doing a single color, you have limited stuff, which is super cool. But in a multicolor, I'm curious, like, and I'm not very good at that stuff, so I figured why not get to something that I knew what I needed to do. All right, so we got those off right there. Now we're getting to the next one. It says install printer frame. So you do have your two screws, or our screws coming right here. Looking at these, they look all the same. So we do need to install the screws. So there are going to be 4 of them. So I like to go ahead and take these guys out. Bada boom, bada bang. There's 4. Now verify which one, which I believe is the bigger guy, which is the 4.0 hex wrench. So you're going to need that. Let's set this off to the side real quick. And now pull back in our unit. I'm going to slide the plate up. Make sure everything's out of the way. Next thing is we're going to take this guy. We're going to set it directly on top. And let me just see here. So hold the horizontal axis lift. Okay. Let me just see here. I don't know. This is one thing I'm not 100% sure on. I'm assuming it goes just like this. There it is. So we're going to set it right down just like that. Yep, so that should be able to cover everything. So I don't think it would go backwards. Yep. All right, so there it is. You have 4 screws on each side. Sorry, I was wrong on that. Yep, 4 screws on each side. They're going to go right here in the plate. I don't think I can show that to you real well, but you can see kind of where I'm placing them. We've got 4. Set all these in here. Makes it simple. In itself, and make sure we're not cross-threading anything. That's super important. Should just pop right in, and you'll be good to go. All right, I'm gonna pause this, fast forward for just a second as I go. Again, you got 4, so 4 on each side is what you're going with. So I'm gonna pause this up and then get you to the next spot. All right, so we got all 4 of the screws in here. So we got all that taken care of. Just kind of following the process with regards to it. Revealing like the overall position. That's what you have in here as well. So there's all 4 screws. Now you do get decorative covers with regards to it. So that's what these are. So there are 2, a right and a left. So want to make sure we put these on properly. They are different size. So looks like when you're looking at the machine from the back, you'll notice the difference with regards to it. So you're just going to go in, pop those down. Should be able to pop those in. Now they do slide into place. So there's a little slider on here. So you're going to push it down, and then you're going to push it, kind of slide it into place. So it does not push all the way down, something to keep in mind. All right, so there's our decorative cover. Okay. And let's go to the next piece here. So here we are connecting the print head, camera, and XZ axis motor cables. So tilt the printer backwards, expose the underside of the base. So we now have to do all the connectors. So let's go ahead and see what we can do with that. It says tilt it backwards. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let's slide this way. It does look like we have these cables right here. Let's go ahead and undo these so we get this kind of opened up. Be able to manage them properly. You do have your pins, so just be super, super careful with regards to this. So we're going to insert this into the base itself. Let's see what we're working with here. So there is a spot on the side. Let me get this rotated around here. Now, there is a spot on the side right here that your cables can pop through. So as you can see on the bottom, so we're going to kind of use that as cable management. And then you have all your connector places right here. So with this, you are going to have the three that are going to be together. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer for you guys. Kind of right there. So we're tilted. Should be fine the way it is. So we're going to make sure we're connecting in properly. So we're going to do number one. Okay, which is going to be our head right here. We'll get to that in a minute. We have our yellow on yellow, which again, kind of hard to see. Super simple. Pop right in. Now, you're going to notice the different sizes of each one of these. They're not going to be a there's not going to be a size difference in the perspective where you're going to be like, wow, do I plug this three pin or 4-pin in a different one? That's not going to be the scenario whatsoever. So we're going to now pop this in here and should be able to take and pop down our bracket on it. Now we got to do the head as well. Should be able to come back here, and as you can see, I'm going to pop that in, so we are good to go. You put over your connector, and now you can set down gently, and we are good to go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So you have all the stuff right there. Easy. Let me slide this over. Okay. So we do have a cover as well that we need to put on. Tilt this back. Did not put that on. So cover. Gonna pop on right here. Just like that. So you won't have any issues. And you can take that off at any time if you want to or need to for this. So it makes it really easy. So you're just going to pop this cover on just like so. And now she'll lay nice and flat without any issues. Really, really simple. So there we go. So now we have the purge wire. So from the front of the machine, we are going to be installing the purge wire here. So let's see what we can do. From the front of the machine, slide the purge wiper towards the back until it's firmly seated. Okay, so we're going to slide this guy back. Boom. And then we have this all the way over. Okay, and then we can't move this guy up and down. Technically we can. Here we go. Okay, here we go. And then we did get one self-tapping screw come along with it. And then we have our piece right here, which is going to pop in just like so. And now we have one screw that we need to pop on, which is going to be with the 2.0 hex, which is your second size up. And that should be from the rear of it. So once you slide that in, you're going to turn this around. And on the rear, there's a self-tapping area. You're going to pop that in. It's going to hold it nice and tight. And we will be good to go. There it is. Easy peasy. Put those back together. Okay. Next is going to be install the spool holders. So right here, we have the spool holders right here. So we have to install these spool holders. These are not numbered by no means. However, there's a little nodule on the inside of it. You're going to pop those in and then rotate. And now they will not pop off. So you're going to find the little nodule and then rotate, and they will not pop off. Easy peasy. So let's do all of them. Simple as it gets. Boom. Boom. All right, next piece. So we have to install the spool holders. So next thing we want to do is install the spool holders. So directionally, they're going to go like this. So you do have a connector. You're just going to pop this piece back just like so. We're going to put this up top. And we are going to load it. Popping that piece directly back here. Let's see if I can get it all the way on. Oh, there we go. So just like that. There it is. We got one. And now we want to undo number two. Just popping this piece off like so. You're going to put it on the top. Sliding it all the way over. Pushing it down. And it pops on just like that. Very, very easy process there. I love that. That makes it super simple. Now we got to install our Teflon tube. So here we have it. So insert each end of the 4 Teflon tubes in the holes above the print head and the other ends of the feed ports. After completing all the operations, you can power the machine using the power cord. So we need to make sure though, these are numbered. So you need to make sure you're looking at it the right way. So 1 is top left. So we're going to go 1. That's all the way in. So 1. 2. 2. Oh, I'll put this backwards. See, learning a little bit. Let's take these off. We're going to flip-flop this. 1 and 2 on this side. Yep. So make sure you see all the mistakes they make. So 1 and 2 on this side. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to pop this piece off. So these are not. All right. Okay, it's not going to work. It's all right. So you got to push down, and then we're going to undo it. Here we go. And now we are back in. Perfect. So they are not intertwined. They're good to go. Sorry. Do as I say, not as I do. Pay attention to your 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to put this guy back on here. Perfect. And then now 3 and 3. Boom. 4 and 4. Look how easy that was. Boom. Just like that. Easy peasy. All right. So now that we have that, match each tube to its design port according to the marking numbers. We did that. We have it. And now we are on the power on stage. Keep in mind, we do have our power cord right here. So I need to get a good location to set this bad boy up so that we can make it run and get a 3-prong power cord for it. So guys, this is the basics. So we have not done the physical startup of it, but we have got everything installed. This is how you install your Anycubic all the pieces at this point in time. And then at some point in time, we're going to get filament. We're going to pop these up top and show you how to make it happen. Guys, at the end of the day, you know what we always say? Check it out.